It begins not with a bang, but with a quiet, seismic shift inside a child. You are 8 years old, looking at a parent who is coming undone. It could be despair, it could be rage, or perhaps it's just the crushing weight of an absence, a spirit too fractured to be present. And without a single lesson, a primal instinct wakes up inside you. The stability of this world rests on my small shoulders. This is how a young soul fades from view, not in body, but in essence. They learn to offer smiles they don't feel. They master the art of silent tears. They become an emotional barometer for the entire home, calibrating the atmosphere long before they can even spell the word. They become miniature guardians long before their hearts are ready. And the world rewards this performance. You're so capable for your age, so dependable. But nobody ever wonders aloud, what was the price of this armor? This is the hidden sorrow of the child who had to become an adult overnight. The repercussions don't simply fade with time. They embed themselves in your bones. They trail you into your partnerships, your work, your fundamental sense of value. And if you never decipher the origins, you will spend your life reenacting the survival mechanisms that once kept you safe, but now quietly drain your spirit. Let's first understand the psychology at play. When a young person is compelled to provide comfort and stability to the adults in their life, this is known as parentification. The child transforms into the counselor, the negotiator, the emotional anchor. This dynamic doesn't just disrupt a healthy childhood, it fundamentally restructures the developing brain.
When a child is consistently tasked with managing the emotional climate, it forges a state of constant high alert. You become a living radar, perpetually scanning for threats. You learn that affection is conditional, something to be earned through service. You internalize the belief that your own needs are an inconvenience, while the needs of others are a dire emergency. So you vanish, not from the room, but from your own life. And in your stead, a persona is constructed. You are the flawless child, the silent overachiever, the friend who always listens. You wear this disguise so perfectly that you eventually forget the authentic self hidden beneath it. But underneath the surface, a profound ache remains, a deep, wordless sorrow, because the inner child you had to silence never went away. They are still there, whispering a silent question into the void. Why was I left to be the strong one? You built an adult to survive a childhood. As the years pass, the symptoms evolve. You might become fiercely self-reliant, rejecting support, isolating yourself, or never feeling truly secure in intimacy. You may feel detached during moments of happiness because genuine joy feels foreign, unmerited, or even threatening. You might find it impossible to relax because your worth has always been tied to your output. And perhaps the most insidious part is that you may not even recognize you're still operating from a place of trauma. When chaos is your normal from the beginning, your nervous system learns to equate calm with danger. Serenity feels unsettling. Love feels like a transaction waiting to be collected. This is the legacy of the child who grew up too soon. It's more than sadness. It's a complex wound that reshapes your entire reality. So why would a child willingly accept this burden? Because a child's drive for connection is a powerful biological force. The choice isn't a conscious one. It is a sacrifice of self, made in the desperate hope of securing a bond. That isn't a flaw. It is a brilliant, tragic survival strategy. But the great irony is this: The very thing that protected you in the past becomes the cage that confines you in the present.
So many of us move through the world as highly competent adults, while inside, a neglected, younger self is still steering the ship. We strive for excellence to feel worthy of love. We swallow our words to avoid conflict. We care for everyone around us while secretly longing for someone to finally see our own exhaustion. That fantasy, that someone will notice the cracks in your armor, that you might finally be given permission to break down and be cared for, that is the cry of the child who never got to be fragile. The initial move toward healing isn't about solutions, it's about acknowledgement. Until you fully honor the truth of your experience, you will continue to dismiss your own pain with thoughts like, "It could have been worse," or "I should be over it by now." But fine is just another mask, and in your quietest moments, you know it. What becomes of this child in adulthood? They become men and women who feel a sense of dread in peaceful rooms. They become partners who struggle to believe in gentle love. They become perpetual caregivers who cannot accept help. They are the ones who say sorry for having feelings, who distrust praise, and who wear their burnout like a badge of honor. This is the true cost of a stolen childhood. If your early years trained you to be resilient at the cost of being vulnerable, to be polite instead of truthful, to mend others while ignoring your own brokenness, what foundation does your adult life rest upon? You inherit an existence where you are perpetually bracing yourself, waiting for someone to grant you the freedom to finally, simply be. But here is the pivotal truth. No external savior is coming for the child you had to leave behind. You are the only one who can journey back and offer a hand. You are the one who must speak the words that were never spoken. You should have been safe. You were just a little kid. It's okay to let go now. This is the essence of inner child work. It is not about fixing or performing or pretending the hurt doesn't exist. It is about turning toward the most abandoned parts of your being and making a promise. I see you, I am listening, and I will not abandon you again. This process of integration is profoundly challenging because it demands you finally feel the grief you had to postpone. It asks you to sit with the anger, the sadness, the profound loneliness, to mourn the lost moments of play, the celebrations that felt hollow, the protection you offered but never received. That grief, however, is not a sign of breaking. It is evidence of a thaw. What was once frozen solid within you is finally beginning to melt. Now, let's examine how this survival blueprint manifests in your daily life, often in subtle and self-sabotaging ways. You might be the designated confidant in your social circle, yet you never allow anyone past your own walls. You may be applauded for your independence, while inside, you're terrified of needing anyone. You might find yourself in dynamics where you are over-functioning, constantly managing and explaining, and then feel a simmering resentment. You may find it difficult to set limits because a simple no still feels like a profound act of disloyalty. These are not character traits, they are survival skills, and the empowering news is they can be unlearned.